Well, we're still poisoned, but we are not dead.
Gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Red one's poison cure, yeah. We'll go ahead and pop that.
The only effect is a tingling sensation. But if Dr. Cranium is to be trusted, you should now be safe from poison. For a while.
So, let's touch the staff again, because that was weird.
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly.
I mean, the staff talks, so let's talk to the staff.
You hear a voice in your head.
My destiny is not yet fulfilled. One life for a death, and one death for a life.
Good talk.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
Especially when we're going to sleep while poisoned.
Hello. Do you have any news?
Yeah, your husband said something, but I don't remember what, but fortunately my character does.
Tell Olga that Boris doesn't see any reason to keep the shop open when there's nothing left to sell.
No business. You just tell that man about my avocado and garlic sandwiches. People come in and buy them all the time.
Yeah, that'll definitely bring him back.
Yeah, good night, and don't let the bedbugs bite, as my husband used to say.
It's morning. It's morning. Speaking of morning, let's have some breakfast. Morning, night, what's the difference? A fair bit, actually.
It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
I've never had beets before. Come on, door. Let's go back to the Adventurers Guild and do our little morning workout. Afterwards, I think we may just rest for an hour to get all of our stamina back so that we're not low on stamina throughout the entire day. And the sun is low, basically the same. Well,
There's
yeah.
only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow.
Well, didn't even use up half our stamina, so I guess we can just keep rolling with it. Oh, we need to talk with Dr. Cranium and get our potions. Because we can get a new one every day. We also need to tell Nikolai about his wife.
You greet the old man.
We have met before, I think. I am Nikolai. Have you met my Anna? She is... well, I do not know where she is. I am looking for her.
Well, we know where she is. She's dead in the forest.
You start to tell the old man about the ghost you met in the forest.
Anna? You have seen Anna?
You explain that you saw her ghost in the forest.
Anna is in the forest? Where is she? I must go to her.
You tell Nikolai where you saw Anna, and try to explain that she is dead.
thank you. I cannot thank you enough for finding my Anna. I will go to her now. I will help her find her way home. Thank you again.
All right, old man about to wander out into the forest all by himself. I'm sure he'll find her ghost soon enough. Anyway, Dr. Cranium. I'm sure he won't die out there. He'll be fine.
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. If we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the great Shapirian Desert. Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there's the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
Good morning, Dr. Cranium.
You say hello to the scientist.
You are always welcome in my laboratory. However, I do wish you would wipe your shoes a little more carefully before entering.
So, did you hear about our adventures in Shapir?
You relate the tale of your journey to Shapir, and how you saved 2 cities from the evil vizier Ad-Avis and his elemental minions.
Now you are talking science. The elements are the building blocks of everything in nature. I am sure I have never heard of anyone constructing creatures purely of a single element, but it certainly makes scientific sense. You say this Adavis referred to a dark master here in Moldavia? I am sure I have never heard of such a one here. There are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle, but I do not credit such tales without scientific observation to back them up.
So we need to go to the castle. So how you doing, Doc?
I have been feeling a bit dehydrated lately. It is this dry mountain air. Perhaps when I complete my rehydration solution, I can do something about the problem.
Or just drink water. Good water.
It is very important to understand the relationships of the scientific elements. Earth, air, fire, water, and pizza. Everything we know is made up of one or more of these elements.
Give me a healing potion.
Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly.
And poison cure, please.
Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote.
What's this rehydration solution option?
You need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help.
Oh, here we go. Mexicalish. Well, let's just flip back out here. Whole screen this, and where was Mexicalish? I know it was further up. I still like that there's one called something. Here we go. That is Fire, Earth, Pizza, Fire, and Pizza. So Fire, Earth, Pizza, Fire, Pizza. Fire, Earth, Pizza, Fire, and Pizza.
Yes, that sounds just right. By the way, I could use some goo for one of my experiments. It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution.
Okay. Let's ask about observation.
The scientist never fails to observe nature. Why, if I had not gone on an observation trip in the forest, I would never have found that garden with all the rare and exotic flora.
Garden? Well, let's ask about the forest first.
The forest outside of town is quite a fascinating area. The trees are primarily deciduous with the occasional conifer. A wide variety of fauna inhabits the forest, providing great opportunities for scientific research and occasionally excitement of other kinds.
I don't like how he said that. Tell me about the garden.
There is a beautiful garden in the forest southeast of town. It contains several varieties of plants and trees that cannot be found anywhere else in this region. I had some fascinating experimental results with the bush I dug up there. Unfortunately, I was not able to keep it alive in captivity.
So he's the one that dug up that bush, and then I guess planted it over by the Dark One's cave? What rare plants?
There used to be a bush that grew 7 different types of blossoms in the garden. There is still a tree that provides fruit in a very peculiar cycle. There are also many beautiful flowers and plants growing there. I am convinced that the garden must have been intentionally planted, as it contains specimens that are not native to this region. Whoever planted it clearly did not understand the basic tenets of ecology. Fortunately, few of the spores have spread to the wider forest so far.
So, tell me more about lightning.
I have come to the conclusion that fortunately there have been an increasing number.
Okay, same thing as before. What about rehydration?
Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the animal ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form.
Formula?
Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here.
So you went to Spielberg.
I spent some time in Spielberg last summer. Everyone there kept talking about some hero who did some sort of noble deeds there. You would think that they could find more excitement in the modern accomplishments of science. There seemed to be quite an infestation of baby Antwerps there for some reason. I took advantage of the opportunity to capture a number of them in very blunt cages for my experiments. The Baron did not even charge me very much for them.
Alright, and bye.
You say goodbye.
Be sure to let me know of any scientific discoveries you should make here in Moldavia. Rehydration may prove to be a crucial step on the way to an even more important discovery: instant water.
But the Antwerps are our region! Antwerps are also a very bouncy creature in this world. We saw one in the first game, and we saw some baby ones in this one. You know what, we haven't talked with the Burgomeister in a while. Let's see if he's got anything new to say.
Were you looking for something in particular?
Friendly as always. Hello.
What do you want from me this time?
We're a hero.
Tell the Burgomeister what you're trying to do in Moldavia.
You are a good talker, I'll grant you that. If you do half the things they say you will do, then I'll be very surprised.
I guess I gotta get closer to talk to him in person. Looks like these are all the same things. So, Burgomeister?
Why are you always so curious about things? Don't you understand? Most things are none of your business. Never have I met someone who asks as many questions as you do.
It's the problem with just being a protagonist.
The problem with adventurers' guilds is that they attract adventurers. Adventurers tend to stir up trouble. I hope you will not cause trouble around here.
So tell me about Mordavia.
More sightseeing? Well, there was a lovely lake to the southwest of town that used to be very popular among young people, but I do not know what it's like now. To the east is the town cemetery. It is a morbid thing to visit, but tourists always wanted to see it when tourists were able to come here. To the southeast is Irana's garden. It is an enchanted meadow well worth visiting. However, Mordavia has become a very dangerous place since the swamps were formed. Do not ever travel at night. If you are far from town when it gets dark, try to make it to Irana's garden. It's the only place where you will be safe. I do not really want anything to happen to you. Be careful.
Burgomeister is German word for mayor, so that's where that word came from. They did tell us that that's what it meant. Or your character kind of assumes it either means like mayor or sheriff. So what do you know about Irana?
Irana was a powerful magic user who was rumored to have come from somewhere near Mordavia. Her garden is supposed to be magical and keep anyone who stays there safe from harm. Irana died here many years ago. Her staff in the center of town stands as her memorial. It is supposed to protect the town from evil and to have other magic besides.
How'd she die?
It is bad luck to speak of her death. If you must know, she died in that cave you say you came from. I am not a superstitious man, but I will not talk more about the subject.
Well, that's unfortunate. Hey, you want to talk about rumors?
I have been hearing all sorts of stories about you lately. No one is certain what to make of you. Yet.
Alright, bye.
Be careful out in the forest. It can be very dangerous there.
Aw, he's warming up to us. You see, if you just harass people with enough questions, they'll start to like you.
Try to avoid getting into trouble. I would not like to have you in my jail, after all.
Yeah, it'd be terrible if I just had to cast open to leave. Go ahead and save back in slot 1 again. The thunder continues to remind me that I need to save more often.
Welcome again to the gates of the Castle Borgov. I hope that you've been enjoying your visit to Mordavia.
So, Boris, you remember the sandwiches? The delicious avocado and garlic sandwiches?
You tell Boris about Olga's avocado and garlic sandwiches.
How I used to love her avocado and garlic sandwiches. We had them on our wedding night, you know. You should have seen the garlic and avocado flowers decorating our wedding cake. Oh, beautiful. And she baked the cake herself. Oh, she always was a good cook. You remind me of how much I miss my wife. I shall go back and visit her.
Alright, bye.
Be careful in your travels. You never know what you may meet. good luck, and may your feet move faster than the thing that chases you.
Wouldn't it have been great if the moment I entered this screen there was actually something there to attack me? Right after he said that farewell. So let's go tell Olga that he's coming back.
Missing people. Now old Nikolai is gone. What is this town coming to?
Oh, I have no idea what could have happened to him. I'll be on the lookout. So, let's see. I guess we can't tell her about Boris anymore. Hi, Olga.
So, you haven't been eaten yet. We'll see how long you last traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town.
We've been busy.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Moldavia.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
Let's see. Tell us about Boris now.
Boris came back to visit me. We had a lot to talk about. He says he'll come back again after work. It was nice to see him. Seemed like old times.
We have resolved a side quest.
As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
Lost husband? You just said that he came back. Somehow he beat us back to town, had a conversation with you. Alright, current time. Not even noon yet. You know, structurally, this game reminds me a lot of Quest for Glory 1. That's a good thing. I liked Quest for Glory 1. I'm surprised that I haven't played this one more.
Na 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 na.
Oh. That voice might be one reason why I haven't played this more.
The bush looks a little strange, almost as though it is sitting rather than growing in its place. The bush looks a little...
Okay, they both say the same thing.
No one seems to be listening. You say hello, but there's only silence in return.
Hi there.
Oh, he's huge!
3 and 3 and 3 make 9. Who lives among the watery brine?
Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now who's in the lake.
Well, we just met her, so we know the answer to that one. It's the Rusalka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Well, that sounds important. So there's somebody with a hut of sticks hiding behind a magic bush. Oh no, he rhymes. He's got a woodpecker problem, so he probably has bird for a brain. Problem is, I don't remember the way to get there. I think that direction leads to the gypsy camp, so maybe we go south instead. Alright, what do we got coming? Oh crap, the Vorpal Bunny! You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and zap
Your weapon is now magically charged.
and
You
protect.
cast the protection spell. It gives you a warm, safe feeling.
Alright, Rabbit, let's go. One hit. Ow. There. I mean, it is just a rabbit, despite the blood on its mouth. We've already tried to search it. We tried to search it once, and it said it didn't have anything, and I'm not going to search it every single time. Don't even need a holy hand grenade to handle that problem. Going to bed only? Hey, Seru. Making the same jokes. Ah, here it is.
Your protection spell has worn off.
Great minds think alike, and so do we. So let's cast Detect Magic.
An enchantment has been placed on the hedge to the west. These bushes look as though someone planted them here deliberately.
Let's introduce ourselves.
You provide the area foliage with a long-winded introduction and description of your past exploits. You'd almost swear you heard the trees yawn, but it must just be the wind in the bushes.
Magic phrase.
As you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi, the bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right, it is magic.
Punists tend to do that. Hello, Pink. Oh, we've seen this house before.
It's a dead body, artistically laid out for maximum shock effect. Actually, it just happened to fall in that position, but please don't tell anyone. Skulls line the pathway to a most peculiar chicken-legged hut. There can't be many like it. This must be Baba Yaga's hut, last seen in Spielberg.
And looky who it is up
The
front.
nearest skull is fixed in a perpetually sour expression. One eye socket is empty, the other filled with a brilliant gem, like the flare of the frost flame. You're sure you've seen this skull and that gem somewhere before? No one's...
Okay, moving forward. Oh no, not John Wick.
Go back or face thy doom. Hey, wait a second. Don't I know you from somewhere? Yeah, you're the guy that turned Baba Yaga into a frog. So what are you doing here? Trying out for the part of soup du jour or auditioning for the main course?
Hello, Skull.
Yeah. Good to see me again, I know. So, what do you want?
Hey, you remember our fun times we had together in Spielberg?
Don't remind me. I thought I was gonna be left behind when the hut flew the coop, but Baba Yaga picked me up later. You sure made her mad.
So how's Baba Yaga doing?
She's back to her old self, if you knows what I mean. Other than a craving occasionally for flies and a distaste for frog legs, she's the same as ever.
How are you doing?
Call me Bonehead. I'm just hanging around like always.
You possibly mentioned danger. I don't know, it's an option to say, so let's ask about danger.
Danger? Around here? Nah, must be your paranoia acting up again. This place is as cozy and safe as a coffin.
So, can I go to the hut?
You can see for yourself that the hut's okay. Took it a bit to settle down from the last flight, though.
Does that old rhyme still work?
You mean the hut of brown, now sit down sort of thing the last time you was by? Well, that don't work anymore. Just go up to the hut and it'll squat and let you in, if it wants you in.
It's a sweet eye you got there.
My eye? Not bad at all. I has to admit, you gave me a real gem.
Literally, yes, it is a real gem, so. Alright, well, good talk. Let's go say hi to Baba Yaga.
I wouldn't do that if I was you, but I'm not.
Aw, this one's blushing.
Skulls line the...
It's okay, Skull. I'm not here to mess with you.
Don't say I didn't warn you, buddy.
Okay, so... eye lasers. Laser eyes. Don't think that hurt us, though. So, I gotta move so I can click on him again. Okay, we can't ask about the eye lasers. Doesn't look like we can do anything here right now.
Don't come back unless you got a reason to be here.